Hey there guys, this is Jordan in the Know, and in this video I really want to just combine all of the rumors that we've been hearing about the iPhone 6 and sort of putting it in just a little package of what we're actually going to see in the next iPhone. So with that said, let's talk about that. So I just want to get this out of the way. We're probably going to see the next iPhone be released sometime in September. So lately Apple's been following this trend where they refrain from releasing their iPhones at WWDC and they really just keep it focused on software and their achievements. So we're most likely going to see a separate event sometime this year in September. So as you may know, Apple does a fantastic job making specs seem not as important as you think. If you kind of compare the low-cost Moto G to the iPhone 5S, you can see that the specs of the Moto G are actually better than the iPhone 5S. But you will still see a performance difference with the iPhone coming on top. With that said, we're probably not going to see much of a spec upgrade in the iPhone. We're probably going to see the A8 processor accompanied with the M8 processor, the M8 motion processor. Another thing Apple does well is cameras. They do a great job making 8 megapixels stretch to have such a high quality as 12 megapixels. So we're probably not going to see that big of a spec jump in cameras either. We're probably going to see the camera be bumped up to 10 megapixels and their front-facing camera be bumped up to 2. And last but not least, we're probably going to be seeing the screen size be bumped up. So I pretty much expect it to be bumped up to about 4.7 inches, which isn't too big, and because it's a bigger screen we're going to have a higher resolution, so we're not seeing pixelation and things like that. So we're probably finally going to see a 1080p screen that we've been waiting for a while. And to top it all off, my 100% favorite has to happen feature that the iPhone can't go without is that upgrade to a sapphire crystal screen. A sapphire crystal screen is probably the most scratch resistant material that you can put on a phone, and it just makes so much sense for this to happen. It's so scratch resistant that the only other material, according to the Mohs scale of hardness, the only other material that's able to scratch sapphire crystal is diamond, but I'm going to make sure to make a separate video on that. Now, to finish up with design, there has been a few photos roaming around the internet of some photos that tell a pretty solid story of what the iPhone 6 might look like. One Twitter user by the name of MornRay886 tweeted some leaked photos of the iPhone 6. So you can check these images for yourself on Twitter, but what it looks like is that we have a thinner, more compact design that's taken some cues from the iPod 5th gen and the iPhone 5C, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We have a much thinner body with an all aluminum back, which does look pretty good. And if you see that speaker, it's a lot longer, so it kind of further supports that idea that we're going to have a bigger screened iPhone. And while you're looking at the front, you can see that there's no bezels at all, and the return of a fingerprint scanner. The power and volume buttons remain the same as well, and the headphone jack and microphone replacements haven't moved. So what we see here isn't really the final product. I remember back in 2012 when we saw the different iPhone 5 designs that all looked pretty similar but weren't really the final design. So make sure you just keep that in mind while you're seeing these leaked photos, that we don't really know what is going to officially be released until we see it on stage. So that's pretty much it. That's my iPhone 6 analysis video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. So make sure that you follow me on Twitter and Google+, because I'm going to be interacting a lot more on those sites. So please make sure that you follow me there, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of my videos. Like I said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching my videos. Let me know actually what you think on the iPhone 6, because there's a lot of speculation of what it actually might be. So let me know what you think that it might actually look like. So with that all said, I'll be sure to see you in the next video.